Okay, so here's my second video. This is how to make Türk Kahvesi, Turkish coffee. So you need your cezve over here, the necessary implement for making Turkish coffee. I have purchased Türk Kahvesi powder. Turkish coffee powder is a very fine grained substance. I bought this already pre-ground, but you can get it anywhere. You just have to have them grind it at the finest setting possible. Got a little sugar here for those who want to add sugar to their coffee, water, and my makeshift finjans, or glasses. In this case, they're actually chai glasses. So, how to make Turkish coffee. First, take your cezve, you add in your water. I add it to about halfway up the cezve, because as you can see, it tapers to the center here, so you want it about where the taper is, about halfway up. Hopefully you can see that it's about there. Alright, and you have to add the sugar at this point in the process. So I'm going to go in here, take a little sugar, just pour it right in, and stir around a little bit if you want, doesn't really matter. At this point I'll just put it on the heat. I'm going to put it up to a medium to high heat, might crank it up later. Now I add in 2 heaping teaspoons of the Turkish coffee. 1 and 2, and that's it. So now we wait. What's going to happen is so it starts as a powder like this. Then it's going to become this top part's going to look like it's going to melt essentially, and it'll become a seal on top. At which point boiling will occur underneath, but not boil over the top. And then we'll see later some nice foaming, and that shows that you've made good Turkish coffee. Okay, well, I'll check back with this in a couple minutes. So as maybe you can see, the coffee grounds from on top have now all completely melted essentially into the top, and now we just have to wait and see it foam up to show that we've made it properly. Okay, and another check-in in a few minutes. Okay, so the bubbles are starting to foam over. Notice that it's not a rolling boil like you would see if you're boiling water alone, but it's like a frothy foam. It's coming over. I know this isn't the greatest resolution to see that, but it's not boiling over, it's just kind of frothing, and you see it's rising up here, which is why you must pay attention. That's why you have to take it off. Otherwise you will end up with a mess like I have in the past, as you can see from these lines here. So now what you do, you need to take that wonderful foam that you just created and spoon it out into your cups. This is what will give your Turkish coffee its distinctive, wonderful flavor. And if you just mix it in like some people say you should, you will lose a lot of what makes it really good. So now I'm remixing, stirring it, and we're going to bring it back up to a boil. Now it's not going to have the same foaming as you did on the first cup because we removed so much of the foam. And yeah, so I'm just going to bring it up to a boil here, and stir it down, bring it up to a boil, stir it down, bring it up to a boil, and stir it down again, and then pour it into these cups. So it's boiling again now. And when you're drinking Turkish coffee, it's important to know that you must not drink the bottom of the cup. So these are pure grounds that will be in your teeth and they take way too long to get out. It is disgusting. I made that mistake the first time I drank it. I was enjoying the coffee, and then just decided to just do down the last bit, and that was a terrible mistake. Okay, and the last one, you don't stir down the foam. You just pour it out, and you want to pour into each cup equal amounts, alternating between the two. That way you make sure everything's even, and you make sure you're splitting the grounds, which give it so much of its flavor, between both cups for both people you're serving. And now just don't forget to turn off your heat. And now you have to let this sit for a couple minutes, so that it so you don't drink the grounds in every sip. They'll settle to the bottom, then you can enjoy your Turkish coffee. So that is how you make Türk Kahvesi.